In today's video, we're going to be keeping up with the collection log slots, and right now we've got the Smith gloves as our first piece of the grind. We've got a smithing level there, and we've got the Smith boots right there. This grind was a 10 to 12 hour grind, and it wasn't AFK, so you had to be on point with everything to make it faster. Eventually, I did get a bit tired and over it. I needed to have a break, so I decided to do some of the achievement diaries that I've needed to be doing for a while that I always put aside. Right here, you do get a nice sneaky agility level, which I was happy about because that's the worst grind there is. This was the release of Desert Treasure 2 as well, and I decided to jump on the hype because everyone was talking about it. It was something that I felt like it needed to get done. I was going to grind the new bosses, but I decided not to. It was good that they updated the levels, I guess you could say, for instead of 100k, they turned it into 300k for whatever choice of combat that you wanted. So that gave me a few prayer levels that was definitely needed, less money that I had to spend on going for that grind. I did plan on going for the Whisperer, but I only decided to do a few kills, and I thought I might come back to this when I then get maxed, as I wasn't too sure on the mechanics properly, and all the other drop rates and everything. I wanted to wait until everything was sorted and before more knowledge was out before I started to get into it properly. After that, I did decide to open up the caskets that I've got built up in my bank, which wasn't too many, but it was something that I just needed to do. I can't hold caskets. I have to open them as soon as I see them. I just can't help it. I'm trying to improve on that and trying to save them up to do a proper video with it, but I might just have to do a few cutouts with it. There's our first collection log slot, and then we do get another one right after it. We're slowly building up the log slot. We're hoping to get 300 by the end of the week after I release this. With the next video, I did do a bit of shooting stars just to get an easy green log slot, I guess you could say. I wasn't feeling too well that day, so I just played mobile and sat in bed and got it all finished. It was a very easy grind, and that's just one less thing I have to do now. There you go. There's another green log slot. We're so far behind on everything just because they released the collection log slots way before. Another collection log slot here is we're going to finish off the motherlode mine as well. I always spent the nuggets on other stuff, and I never thought I'd ever need a gem bag, as when I decided to do all this, I already had 99 Slayer. We decided to go back to Giant's Foundry. We needed to finish it off. I started to get real lazy with it. I started to slack off very bad, so I just had to bite the bullet and get it all done. I did need a bit of a dopamine hit to get all this done. To be honest, there isn't much I can really talk about Giant's Foundry. Everyone knows how to do it. RuneLite has a plugin that helps you make it so much easier. Other than that, it's a long, tedious grind. It wasn't the most enjoyable. The points don't come any faster than they could, but at least once this is all done, I do get to finish it all off. I did a few beginner caskets. I didn't get anything special, unfortunately. I did the Easy Karen diary as well, which I'm so far behind. By the time all of that got released, I already had 99 Slayer, so I didn't feel the need to really do any of that. And back then I was doing a lot of raids, so I didn't really get into that part. Here I do get a few LMS items. I only do LMS in the Australian worlds, as the other worlds are way too laggy for me and it's just too much of a disadvantage. Even though there is bots, I'm not a PvPer, and versing a human actually makes it pretty difficult when you're not on your ping world. So I decided to get a few of these done while I was in Australian worlds and while I had some time. I just needed to see some collection log slots as well, and it was good to see a few of those pop up. We went back to Giant's Foundry, we got 91 smithing. As you can see this video, I'm just taking my time with it. And right there's the Colossal Blade, and that is it. We're finished with Giant's Foundry, we are now green logged. Very happy. On to the next thing is what I wanted to start doing, is I wanted to do the big fish boss. We did get a few collection log slots, as you can see the Spirit Flakes, which are insanely common and an insanely easy collection log slot. As you can see, I do get a soaked page slot as well. These are all just the common stuff. I didn't get any sort of big items, I guess you could say, that was worth looking at. You see the fish barrel there, which is a 1 in 400 chance, so it's not as bad. With the big fish boss, I guess you could call it, is what I call it, you do get some big rewards. If you know how to do a solo, you can hit around 80 rewards an hour. Once I got the hang of it, I did decide to do it solo and started getting all these rewards a lot quicker. Right there's the tackle box, and we do finish our spirit angler to end the video. I enjoyed making this video, and I hope you enjoy watching it, and until next time, we'll see what the next video is going to be about.